U.S. military aid arrives in Ukraine amid Russia border tensions. The delivery follows U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's visit to Kiev this week amid concerns over tens of thousands of Russian troops amassed at the border. The first shipment of the United States' $200 million security support package for Ukraine has arrived in Kiev, the U.S. Embassy said. The delivery followed U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's visit to Kiev this week, amid concerns from Ukraine and its Western allies over tens of thousands of Russian troops amassed at the border with Ukraine. Russia denies planning a new military offensive. Washington had approved the $200 million package in December. The United States will continue providing such assistance to support Ukraine's armed forces in their ongoing effort to defend Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity against Russian aggression. Ukraine's defense minister thanked the U.S. for the aid. Meanwhile, the Baltic nations of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania will send U.S.-made anti-tank and anti-aircraft missiles to Ukraine in a move that Blinken said Washington was fully endorsing. Dmitry Peskov, spokesman for Russian President Vladimir Putin, earlier this week described Western arms supplies to Ukraine as extremely dangerous and said they do nothing to reduce tensions. The West has rejected Moscow's main demands, premises from NATO that Ukraine will never be added as a member, that no alliance weapons will be deployed near Russian borders, that it will pull back its forces from Central and Eastern Europe. A meeting between Blinken and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Friday ended with no breakthrough. In a joint statement published late on Friday, the defense ministers of the three Baltic states said they stand united in our commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity in face of continued Russian aggression. Today, Ukraine is at the forefront of separating Europe from the military conflict with Russia. Let's face it, the war in Ukraine is ongoing, and it is important to support Ukraine in every way we can, so that they can resist the aggressor, Minister of Defense Estonia Cal Laanet said. In a separate development, Estonia is seeking Germany's approval to send Soviet-made howitzers, which once belonged to East Germany, to Ukraine. Estonia acquired the howitzers from non-NATO member Finland, which had bought them from Germany's military surplus supply in the 1990s. The German government said on Friday that it was considering Estonia's request to pass the howitzers on to Ukraine, but gave no timeline for a decision. Speaking from Istanbul, Turkey, Matthew Bryza of the Atlantic Council said, while the amassing of troops along the Ukraine border was an unprecedented peacetime military buildup, he believed war was not Russian President Vladimir Putin's preferred outcome. Ukraine, moreover, is no longer alone against Russia. Since 2014, NATO as an organization, as well as some member countries, have provided considerable aid, which is equivalent to about $14 billion. Fasola estimated the US has been the main provider of military hardware, such as radio equipment, military transport trucks, and more than 200 Javelin man-portable anti-tank missiles. Britain, Poland, and Lithuania have also supplied Ukraine with defensive weapons. Even Turkey has come to Ukraine's aid by selling its famous Bayraktar TB2 drones, while the US provided weapons, such as the Javelin anti-tank missiles, have garnered the most headlines of Ukraine's armory. Kiev's less hyped backing from Turkey has raised alarms in Moscow, noted the Washington Post over the weekend. The use of the Bayraktar TB2 drones in Libya, Syria, and especially the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh conflict between Azerbaijan and Armenia has indeed grabbed headlines. According to Gressel, one of the main weaknesses of the Ukrainian defense system came from the military doctrines that had been developed during the Soviet era. Moscow therefore knew perfectly well what to expect and could prepare itself accordingly. He explained, the Soviet defense legacy highlights the importance of military training provided by NATO instructors in Ukrainian bases, such as the Military Law and Order Service (MLOS) Training Center, established near the western Ukrainian city of Lviv, near the Polish border.